Welcome to the communication class. Dear student, in the last class we have discussed about the basic concept of communication. What is communication? So we have discussed about different definition, okay,
Communication.
of communication.
Okay.
Yes. So now we are going to study what are the different forms of communication. Before discussing the different types of communication, we are just going to, so this is the process by which I am just revising this is the process by which people exchange information, express their thoughts and feelings. In the figure you can see it's like three monkeys, Gandhiji. There are the three types of expression that was given by Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi. Do you remember?
Okay.
Do you all remember?
Yeah.
So in this, here you can see nobody is speaking anything.
Okay. And second.
You can watch here. You can watch what this figure is telling. The one is means she's not observing by his eyes. Another one put fingers on his mouth. Okay, they're just observing.
Not if speak any other.
Yes, because it doesn't mean they are not involved in the communication. They are observing from the environment. Everybody can listen. One person can listen. But if someone is saying any bad thing, you should not listen. You should listen only the thing that is required by you. That is important for you. Which you think these are the good things for you. So you should grasp only those things, because you visit to the market, you only select few things to purchase. Okay
मैम कुछ लोग ज्वाइन करना चाह रहे हैं.
Okay. So if you want to start speaking, but before speaking you have to do lot of things. What you need to do, you just have to listen. Okay, you can observe.
Okay.
If that is not important for you, you can close your ears also. If that is not important for you, so nobody born on the earth that he or she know everything. You don't have to listen everything. You need to listen the important thing which is important for you, which is like you can I have given you the two conversation, family conversation 1 and family conversation 2, that is available on the channel. We will discuss it at 8 o'clock also. So,
okay, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
A student want to join you.
Yes, I have allowed. So this is the process by which people exchange information, express their thoughts and feelings. So communication is of two types: verbal communication and non-verbal communication.
Non-verbal.
Yes.
Okay.
So verbal communication, that I am talking to you. I am talking to you. This is my verbal communication, and there can be non-verbal communication which you do at your home also. Whenever you go to home, you are also communicating non-verbally by giving the signs and symbols. Verbal communication is spoken rather than written, relating to words or yes.
Ma'am, example for non-verbal communication.
I am coming to
Non-verbal explain.
Example, ma'am, non-verbal communication.
Okay, I am coming to that. Before that, you just know verbal communication is spoken rather than written. So that is the verbal communication. Okay, it is not in the written form. When we speak, that is the verbal communication.
Written form is the verbal communication, or non-written and spoken is non-verbal.
No. Verbal communication is spoken. It is not written. Rather than
Yeah. Verbal communication is spoken.
Like we are speaking.
Non-verbal communication is the speaking and
written. Verbal communication is like I am speaking to you. This is the verbal communication.
Yeah.
And non-verbal communication, like it is in the written form, or it can be in the sign language also, like somebody is giving you a gesture.
Sign language is non-verbal or verbal?
Non-verbal.
Okay.
Like somebody moving the head, somebody is moving their hands. That is the non-verbal communication. That will come in there. Relating to a verb, verbal communication like relating to a verb, like action से related हो गया ना, like
Okay.
this is the verbal communication. Somebody is speaking on
Okay.
bhoku or mic.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Now come to okay, have you understood verbal communication? Like we are speaking and listening also come there.
Okay. Okay.
Because if anybody is speaking, you should listen. He or she don't
Okay.
need to shout again and again. Huh? Otherwise, the people become angry.
Okay.
So
Okay.
listening is also part of that. Whenever anybody is speaking, you should listen carefully what he or she try to communicate. Communication means two-way communication. Means sender is sending the message and receiver is receiving the message. If no message is received, that
Okay.
means no communication.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So this is now non-verbal communication. These are like in the picture you can
Sign language.
yes, without speaking also you communicate so many things.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so at your home, within the family, you also do that. Among your friends, sometimes you talk by giving gestures. That is
Okay,
all
ma'am.
non-verbal communication. So
Okay.
So, Miss, it is not always true that we should communicate by speaking or by okay. By if we don't want to speak anything, then also you can communicate in different ways. Suppose, so for this week, I am telling you to listen. I don't want you to speak in English. Okay. So means
Okay.
because you are facing some problems. Okay, in speaking. So
Okay.
you don't need to speak. You just listen what others are telling, what
Okay.
others are speaking. You can listen. Okay, and you can do the non-verbal communication. You can practice this also, non-verbal communication. But I'm not saying it to that you should write down. You can write down, but before all that, listening comes. Okay, listening is first priority.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
After that,
after that you will feel, you will become habitual, like you will start speaking by yourself. So you will learn by yourself. How many times you have read the books of the English, you have scored high in the English also, but you didn't speak. Okay, because you did not practice that. So
okay, ma'am.
for speaking, you need to listen. If you want to write down some things, for that you have to read. But reading is not important. If you want to write down something, then you have to read.
Okay.
If you want to write down
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
you have to read. But if you want to speak,
Okay.
then you have to listen. Okay, if you want to write in the exam, for writing purpose you have to read the document. But for for speaking, you need to listen. No books can teach you speaking, how to speak. There is no book for that. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so in this figure also the people are giving gesture, different gesture. They are talking on the phone. So by seeing the different can you interpret these pictures,
Yes, ma'am.
what they are doing? First, second, third, there are total 5%. So what each one is doing, can you tell me?
First person is ma'am. It is not clear.
Okay, I think she's thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's put her finger on the chin.
He, she is thinking. She is thinking, ma'am.
She's
I
telling
think she's
lies.
thinking something.
Second, second person thinking her glass. Google.
I think he is talking on the phone. I think yes. And third person,
Very
First person
gentleman.
is gentleman.
he is standing straight.
He is
एलन मास्क लग रहा है. एलन मास्क लग रहा है.
I think he is observing something. Means he's something is in front of him, and he was just watching that. I think
Yeah.
the thing that is far away from him, and he might be watching something. I think.
The fourth person is
Hmm.
take a selfie.
Fourth person, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, her hands are behind them. when you do that?
So
Fifth person, fifth person is very serious for exam.
Yeah, okay. Okay, this is the possibility. Okay, he is worried about the examination. Huh? He may be worried about something, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
Or he may be in the confusion also, huh? He just thinking I should do that or
Yes.
not.
Which subject read or not read?
Okay.
Yeah. He's the laborious person.
Okay, he may be the laborious person.
Like Akash Verma.
Okay. Can you give me the idea for the fourth one? What she is doing?
Look like so stylish girl. ये अपने आप को प्रदर्शित करना चाह रहे हैं.
ऐसा लग रहा है तो
Ma'am,
one.
girl is stylish. Stylish stand.
So he is showing style, half selfie, any other thing.
Okay.
He's giving any pose, ma'am.
Yes.
She's giving any pose. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me when you used to do this? When you make this kind of pose? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? When do you make this kind of pose? Your hands are behind your back. Your hands are on. You put your hands on back. When you do that, you just remember. Just recall.
Ma'am, this subject is psychological, yeah, communication.
Yes, communication. You have to find out by seeing the figure. You have to find out what the pictures are saying. I think
Just like psycho test.
psycho test means for that picture you are telling.
Ma'am, I think she is branding for a product.
No, okay. You just
What
tell
is
me.
question, ma'am?
Yes.
Hello. What is question?
Okay, question. Okay, this is the figure. I'm just.
No, figure is not clear. What is written over there, I am not clearly.
Okay, in this figure, the fourth one picture, in the fourth,
Yeah.
when one girl is standing, can you interpret?
Yeah.
Means what type of communication?
It is a fashion designing girl. It is showing you style or any pose.
Okay. Stylish means something she need to wear. So she is wearing the simple cloth, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
her legs are crossed and her hands are on her back. What it means? Can you tell me?
I don't know, ma'am. I don't have any idea.
Okay, when you sit in the crowd, sometimes you show. Can you observe? When did you perform like that? Like your legs are crossed and your hands are on your back. Sometimes you do that. What type of thought was in your mind? You just remember.
Yeah. Thought
Okay, what type of
you
thought?
can be thinking.
What
I
type of
don't
thinking?
know.
Okay, I'm just telling you. Sometimes we do
Yeah.
not have any interest. If we are sitting in the crowd, we are listening
Yeah.
lecture. Sometimes we do not have any interest. So we put our hands on our back or we cross our legs. Okay? But if you are enthusiastic, you are enthusiastically involved in any relationship, you will open your legs also. If you are talking with your friend, do you talk with your friend like this? No, you just open your legs, you just open your hands also if you are talking with your family member or any friend or anybody you like that.
Any other person.
But this communication also shows she doesn't have the interest what she is watching.
Yeah. This is right.
She is not eager, she is not keen to involve. Okay. middle one person, so means he is listening, I think he is observing something. So this is the only one person. We can say he is watching something, he is listening something. And this first picture shows she is thinking something, she is observing something, or she is thinking, she is in her thought. Okay, so these are the different communication. So by the picture, so this is the non-verbal communication. Okay, so here also in the figure you can see there are the different messages are written. Can you interpret these messages? I think you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
seen where you have seen all these. These are the written communication, written message. These are not big message, short message.
Yes, yes. Indication.
So for communication you don't need
There
to
are
elaborate.
many indications.
For any communication you do not need to elaborate, always read. Okay, you just observe whatever is happening, at least you can read. Okay, can you tell me, can you interpret any one of these message?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just tell me.
And first one is you have to go. You have not to go left side.
Left, right.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, somebody want to
Hello.
join? Yes.
It is a indicator for the don't move left hand.
So here in the figure, see there are the different types of communication. So there is a different symbol you have to interpret. I will give you the notes. You just interpret what are these. Second one is I'm not able to. Crossing symbol. Speed limit
25. Ma'am,
25. One
picture,
way.
please zoom.
Okay, I cannot zoom more than this. One way traffic, stop signal, yes, speed limit 25, 1 hour parking, wrong way. So these are all the message.
What
Okay,
is the fifth, ma'am? Fifth
fifth,
symbol.
1 2 3
Road,
4
road
5.
safety symbol.
What is written?
Road safety symbol.
Parking. It is parking symbol.
This is foreigner symbol.
Hmm? Yes.
कोई foreigner country का है.
Okay, YIELD, yield. Yield is written. Yield means YIELD.
Yeah.
When we get something,
What do you think?
when we get something, that is yield. Okay, just look for that. This is your homework. Look for the symbol like
Okay.
this when we get something.
Okay.
Okay. Do not enter. Just below the stop signal, there is a message. There is a symbol like do not enter. It is written like that. Stop. So stops are written in the different ways. So for the stop, you can see this is the benzene like structure. Benzene like a stop. This is the structure of benzene. So okay, you can look for the different symbols and you can watch. So that is the also the communication, type of communication that is written on roads whenever we go on the ways. Okay, sometimes there is a danger, then we used to write down cross. We used to make red cross. Okay, in the areas when there is any danger.
Okay.
And in the traffic light also there are 3 signal like red, green and yellow. So that is also symbolic language. So there is a non-verbal communication also. So before that, before speaking anything, you can learn all these things. Okay, if you go in another country and the people are speaking only in the English, so you can use these things to communicate. Another type of communication, that is verbal communication. And which is formal and informal. So in the verbal
Some is type.
communication,
Two types.
no, these are not two types. This is the oral communication. In the verbal communication we have different types. Okay, like in the verbal communication we have oral communication. Okay, oral communication may be face to face. It may be face to face
Okay.
conversation. like where I can see the face of anybody else. Okay, interaction. I'm able to see his or her face. I'm able to see his or her facial expression, voice. I'm able to listen voice. Like sometimes I'm able to see the face, but he or she is far away from me. How much voice is coming to you? So these are dependent on that tone, fillers, if there is any disturbance, if you're talking to somebody else and anybody comes in the middle, pauses, how she or he take pause, how much he or she is interested in your talk, laughter, sigh, repetition. Sometimes we repeat. If anybody don't listen to us, we used to repeat our talk. So communication is important. So in all the aspect of your daily life, if you go to your home also, you need to talk. Okay, and how much others are getting from you, how much the others are understanding you, how much you are means how truly you express yourself, it depends on that also. Now here you can see these things are important, like your interaction, your gesture, facial expression. Sometimes you feel happy whenever you communicate to anybody, but sometimes you do not feel happy. That depend on this. What type of conversation you are doing, it depends, it's up to you. Like agitation, sometimes we agitate in a different kind of environment. If we go in that environment first time, we can hesitate or we can feel happy also. So it's up to us. If we are interacting there, we can feel happy. So these are the different types of communication that you observe by somebody's behavior. If somebody is hesitating, so you can
Okay.
sense it by the gestures. If somebody has come to the party at your home, so you can observe by their gesture. You need to take care of those communication also. Those communications are also important if anybody is not taking. But in the oral, some by the oral communication, somebody can show their agitation also. Okay, somebody can repeat. If anybody has a problem, they can repeat their talk. Or so these things are important in the verbal communication. Explanation, sometimes somebody gives the explanation, simple, spontaneous, cannot be taken back. Okay, so
Okay.
so oral communication, if once we have spoken the words, it cannot be taken back.
Okay.
So before speaking any word, you need to just think. You need to make the good habits of speaking. You need to speak less. So whenever you speak less, you will always speak the meaningful things, because words cannot be taken back.
Yeah, yeah.
That is not only with the written things. That is also with the words also. No? You should speak the things. Okay? That can be done. So what is the need to speak more? In that way, so we should learn the communication we will learn the communication in the better way. Formal, informal communication, it is done by the on the phone. So face to face conversation is direct. You cannot take it back. Okay. Speaker's body language is not seen. Okay. If you talk to your friends, you cannot see the what they are doing. Yes. Hello. Are you all here?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So on the phone, speaker's body language is not seen. You cannot see what they are doing. If they are talking to you, you cannot see they are involved in the other work or not. But you can sense it by their talk also. If they are not interested, you can sense on the phone also. Their by their voice tone, because you can listen their voice. Okay, so you can listen to that environment on
One
the phone. Yes.
on video call, ma'am, it is body language is so up.
Yes. In the video call, body language is
So
true, but on the voice call, the you can listen the voice and you can interpret. You can tell your friend to do the different work and they can talk with you. You just okay, and you have to interpret. You just need to. You can do this exercise. You can interpret what they are doing. You just guess what they are doing. You just tell them not to tell it
okay.
before. Okay, you can do some kind of exercise.
Okay.
Like people are not in front of you, and they're doing something else, and they're talking
Yeah.
with you also, they're doing the two words, so whether you are able to catch that or not. That is to develop the better communication. Okay, it is true. Like in the previous time, in the earlier time, we used to listen on the radio
Yeah.
different stories, filmy stories, and songs also. So we, even then we can guess what they're doing and what type of feeling they are communicating. We can feel that also, by listening the songs, because they are
It is a
delivered for
verbal
that.
communication.
That is the verbal communication songs,
Between the
but there is one way, but their communication is done by the radio. So voice also give you the important gesture, means although you are not able to see, but you can sense it. Voice tone, you can sense if somebody is crying, you can sense it. If somebody is laughing, you can observe that also. If somebody voice is slow, has become slow, that means they do not have any interest. If somebody is voice is loud, that means they are interested in talking with you. Okay, there are different types of. Oh, you need to do this is a
okay.
practice, but to develop the better communication. So verbal communication can be written also. It can be written. You can write down something, like you can write down the letters. You can write down the small letters, formal letters. Sometimes we are
Okay.
unable to say something to somebody else, so we can communicate in writing. If we cannot talk, we can give it in writing. So people used to write down the letters, whatever they cannot communicate, or better for the better communication. We write down the letters, because in the letters nobody is here to interrupt us. Okay, generally what happens whenever we speak anything, others are interfering in that talking. Okay, okay, and you will not be able to
Message. Text message. Hello, ma'am.
yes,
Text message is also verbal communication. We can text
yes,
message.
yes. What is the benefit of written? Like nobody is here to like you can write down, but you need to do it carefully. Once the message has been sent, okay, you can delete from the WhatsApp, you can delete it within the 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
I have read the message on your WhatsApp, and that was not the proper way. On the common platform, you should talk carefully. So I just want you to listen, or you just see the conversation, what type of conversation you do at the workplace also. Okay, just watch the video of conversation of workplace also. Okay, family conversation and workplace conversation. So in that way you will learn the manners also, because on the workplace, on the official space, we have to talk, we need to talk in the manner, because for the authority you cannot give direct order. Like you were telling me, just take the class at 3, or you cannot give direct order to your boss or to the higher authority. So sometimes the teacher may feel bad about that. You can give choice, you can always write like, will you do that, will you do that, will you take class at 3, will you take, always put will. Okay, question mark. So you can give option. If you are telling them just take the class at 2 o'clock, means you are not giving them the option. So everybody opinion is important. Okay, that is a two-way
Okay.
communication.
Okay.
So always put like, sir, will you take class at this time? This is the way of communicating the things. Okay, you can change your language. More complicated, more formal, require planning, more time, structured, precise choice of words. So you need to choose your words. So it is better to keep quiet. You can listen only. But if it is necessary to communicate, choose carefully. Choose words carefully. Make the precise message. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Or just before sending any message, you just reread it. Read it again. Whatever you want to see, just read it again. Okay? Before sending any message. Informal letters, text messages, emails, chat, that all will come in the verbal communication.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, did you write any letter for anybody? Any application?
Yeah,
You may have
yeah,
written
ma'am.
application like for asking for job or any matter.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. But in the old time, people used to send the letters to the relatives also or to the friends also because they used to live far away from each other. So do you used to communicate their feelings, their thought in the via letters. But nowadays the letter become the part of your workplace only. Huh? Nowadays.
Yeah, workplace is.
So formal letters are complicated, these are official, and informal letters are not complicated, that are spontaneous, punctuation, pictures, smiles, chat. Like in the WhatsApp you do, these are the informal letters. Because you can in the chat also immediate feedback is coming. So feedback is necessary. If you are good at the communication, you will get the feedback. If anybody is
Feedback.
replying to you, that means you are good at the communication. If nobody is replying, that
Not
means
communication.
you have given the bad communication. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Bad
if you
communication. Yes,
get
ma'am.
the reply, that means you are good in the communication, you may successfully send your message. So communication and new technology now by means everybody has the technology, so they are using the technology. By the phone it has become easy. Although we have the technology, then also communication is important. Okay, on the WhatsApp when we are sending the message, anybody can catch your error on the written communication when you are doing it on the WhatsApp also. Now people used to do the video conferencing also, they can watch the video, they can do the live communication when the people are sitting on the other side, they are sitting in the other country, they can communicate with each other. So there are the different technologies, so we can do the video conferencing. We have okay large facilities for that, and we have Wi-Fi network also, we have wire communication, wireless communication also. So communication in different situation, that is different, like in the meeting we behave differently, communication okay in the different situations. So these are the different pictures when the people are communicating with each other. So in the first figure the people are talking with each other, in the second figure the people are writing something, and one person and boss, he is giving instruction to them, he is giving some instruction. In the third figure people are communicating while writing, they are writing something, and in the fourth figure they are talking with each other. So these are the communication in the different condition. Communication and language, so there is a different language. English are taught at the school, or your mother tongue. So these are important because English is the language that is internationally spoken, which is used by all the countries. So people over the earth, they used to speak more in English. Okay, so English is the language of all the countries, like international language taught at school. Get to know other culture. So by the English you can read about the culture of other countries also. You can do some business also, and you develop self confidence also. These are the benefit. Why you should learn English? This is not a foreign language, because this is the language which all the countries, they use this language for communication. So that is why you should learn the language. If you know this language, you can communicate your thought and your words with the people of the other countries also, not only one country. Okay, and you will
Okay,
develop the
ma'am.
self confidence also. Your communication should not be like that, that you are telling something, another person is thinking कि ये तो बोलते ही रहता है. hmm? These are the different symbols, so like telephone, mobile. These are the different signals for the communication. So there are different ways that we use for the communication. We are using internet facility. We are doing it by the phone, by the radar also. So there's a different way. There are different
Okay.
ways of the communication. So these were the forms of communication, how we can communicate. question you can ask. We will do some
Ma'am,
we will watch some.
ma'am,
Yes, yes, yes. Tell me.
Please provide.
ma'am, I want to know.
Yes.
I want to know AICTE and BT syllabus are same or not?
That is same, I think.
Switch
No?
off
I
the
have seen it. That is same.
mic.
I want to know 1 to 3 example for first semester question
Actually, first time we are starting the diploma course. So whatever is being taught, just read it carefully. Attend the classes. Yesterday you did not attend the classes. That was on the same link. Okay, I will I will upload all the notes, and I will give you some. I will give you some another time also on the Saturday if you are free, or
not Sunday free.
or any day if you are free you can communicate it to me also.
Okay, ma'am.
Just give me. This is my student.
Ma'am, I want to know in paper objective question or not.
Yes, there will be some short question. All the types of question will be there.
Sorry, not properly clear. Your voice is break.
There will be different types of question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you just tell me today you have any other class or not. Can
No,
we?
today only one class communication. Other class is not.
Okay, so can we do some conversation like family conversation? Practical class we can carry on. Just now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so the okay. So theoretical part is over. Now you can talk about your problem.